done when I still have like desire to do so. I just did some writing, which was good. I think the key for me owning my season here, because I know this is just temporary, is making sure that I try to write every single day. And I've done a pretty good amount of writing in my room while sitting on my bed, while on my laptop. So I think that's probably the best place to do it. I think it's important that it's really important for me to just really like lock in these identities and lock in these places of healing, of writing, of creation, of all these things, just so it doesn't get confusing and mixed up. Like when I'm playing and when I'm just enjoying life and I'm playing a video game, I don't want to have all these stressful things come to mind that might come to mind while I'm writing. I don't want that. I want to have a clean slate. I want to have a exploration, like a full exploration. Like, because if you are trying to engage in something and your mind is caught up in something else, you may not be able to experience that thing for what it is, and that would be a super tragedy. I don't think it's really possible for any of us to experience something for what it really is per se, just because we all have gone through certain things and so we experience things differently. But I think the Holy Ghost can help us to experience and at least have a feeling for things as they are. But yeah, you might remember yesterday was not feeling very great. Today, we're not really feeling very great either. However, we're going for this walk. We're going to at least keep the streak for the daily YouTube live streams going. I was at 5,000 steps, and I think I was just a little upset that it was only 5,000 steps. Like, there's no way. I walked around for like over an hour. There's no way I only did 5,000 steps. When I got home, I was just so tired and beat, and I literally just slept and did literally nothing the rest of the day. And I think I would have been okay with that if I'd chosen that, but it felt like I didn't choose it. It felt like I was letting the sickness win or something. So I was not. So looking back at ways to improve on yesterday, I'd be like, okay, well, I don't feel great to go on a run or walk around. However, I could like watch a show or something. But instead, I just felt stuck. Took this long nap and did nothing the rest of the day. Wasted time. I don't know. So today it's like, I thought I had a job interview today, but I actually looked at it and that actually got moved to next week. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel weak. It's not a great feeling. My arm feels weak holding this phone up. My mind feels weak for being where I'm at. Yeah, we're just kind of tired. But, you know, having some very good streak to be proud of, that can certainly help. Although with stacking everything up, getting things to a better place for future you. Because that's more or less what I'm doing right now. We're getting things stacked up. I think one of the most beautiful things too is when you can do something good for yourself just for the sake of doing it, and then you can rejoice in all that new stuff. What's up, Nike? Dude, I need to send you my address so I can do dude, I think what we need to do is for day 42, which will be the day where we pass my current streak of doing these daily YouTube live streams, we do some kind of food giveaway thingamabobber. Yeah, we'll have to have the care package party. Let's lock it in right now. So today's day 38. It's a Tuesday. 39's Wednesday. 40 is Thursday. 41 is Friday. Saturday is day 42. I think that's it. We'll do that. Day 42, we'll have the care package. will make it special. But yeah, it's interesting whenever I'm feeling stressed or tempted or upset and I get out a piece of paper, I get these ideas and I write them, I just feel so much better. And I made a deliberate decision. It's like, let's have my writing stuff, just make that in my room, and then have all my video game stuff like outside, just to really show, like, as great as playing video games is, I want to make sure I'm making plenty of time for creation. I do have my laptop in there too, which I could play a lot of video games on too, but yeah, that is where we are. Yeah. Tomorrow I have another job interview, which it's humbling to have all these interviews. Superior said yes or no. I would say yes. Yes to the healing that's happening. No to the stress that is kind of like a tentacle or a hydra that would keep you small. Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to get the steps in. Logan, what's up? I think we're going to try. I don't know. Today, we're just going to try and get the steps in. We're going to try and, yeah. Just take it day by day. Healing happens one day at a time. See, when I was going through easily the toughest time in my life, when I just had my breakup and everything was upside down and not working, I really had to like choose to accept that I would be healed, meaning that things would come together in some way and I'd find ways to love again and to you know, care about myself. Because like a lot of oh my gosh, I don't feel great at all. But yeah, a lot of love is like you have to love yourself, because if you're choosing to care about this other person or to value their opinion over your own, you're not making space for your own self. That's really bad. My first relationship, I did not do a very great job of prioritizing me. I think I put my girlfriend at the time on a pedestal, which is not good. But yeah, man, we just can't do that, especially when you're playing a long game like I am. And we all are to a certain extent. It's like you just can't let anything get in the way of your time to be there for your inner child, be there for your future self. So, I mean, yeah, your inner child is a lot of what's going to do a lot of the dreaming and the exploring and the hoping and the wishing and the playing. So it's vital to make time for that every day. But yeah, I don't know. Do I feel better than yesterday? Probably a little bit, because all I've really done is sleep and lay around and do nothing. And I was already feeling like super wound up, like wanting to do things. So this was not a great time in my mind to get sick, but you know, is what it is. But yeah, gonna have a fun day today for sure. Instead of doing this at noon or 8, we're doing it pretty early relatively, but that's okay. Day 38 right here. Day 42 will be Saturday. We'll do a care package party. That'll be fun. So, but yeah, dude, it's just gonna happen one day at a time. And there's gonna be those moments where you get to talk to somebody and you feel so full and so much better about yourself, and then they're gonna just disappear. And what those good people, what those angel people will do, it's like they're there to help you feel more what you ought to be feeling. They help you to see how much you've healed, how much you've grown, and then, you know, they disappear. So, yeah, a lot of it I think comes back to the need to ask for things, the need to be open about asking for things that you need when you need them. Because a lot of the stress and frustration of life is going to happen with not talking about things that you want or talking about things that you need and just trying to do things on your own. That'll lead to a lot of stress and frustration that doesn't need to happen. One of my roommates is a master at delegation, which is the opposite of this. Delegation is when you're willing to tell people what to do and be like, yeah, I don't really want to do this. Let's have you do it. And then you get that time back. You can do whatever you want with that time. And it helps a lot. So, but yeah, that's kind of it. It feels good that I woke up at like 7 today. That's a good feeling. Feels good to wake up early. But yeah, you just kind of have to accept and understand that healing does happen from these things. It takes time. And then also that when you do start to experience that healing, you'll find life is so much better than it's ever been. That's certainly been the case for me. Like my life is like, even my worst day in this season is far better than any of those ones from my last season, from that one broken season for the most part 4 years ago, because I was just so completely stressed out and just really unkind to myself. Whereas now I've had so many good feelings and experiences and healing from writing poetry and whatnot that I hadn't experienced at that point. I think I experienced a lot of the like beginnings, but now I've experienced some of the fruits. So that's cool. But yeah, obviously, it's like I don't want to hear a dog barking right now. I just don't. My head hurts. Hungry as heck. I haven't eaten anything in like, yeah, probably almost 24 hours. But it's just like, this is not the usual. This is just what's happening today. And I think that is something you need to give yourself grace and accept, is that this is how you're feeling today. This is not how you'll feel the rest of your life, right? Like my nose is stuffy, voice is not on point, hungry, poor, right? This is obviously not where my life is going to ultimately lead. Like there's a lot of time still to turn things around. And so, yeah, I mean, you can still turn things around. You can still learn. You can still learn from your mistakes, not be held back by them. But yeah, it's not a very favorable place to be, especially like today. I really was wanting to like go do window washing door to door or something, and instead, I mean, I guess I could, but it's like I don't feel like myself at all. My energy doesn't feel very present, and yeah, I don't know. We're just choosing to slow down and to just let the healing happen day by day, as it always has and it always will be that way. You can't force these kind of things to happen. That's just not how this works. It has to happen day by day. So yeah, it's giving yourself grace for all of that. I mean, I had so many thoughts in that first couple of weeks or month after that all fell apart that were not myself at all. But yeah, it's humbling. You just kind of accept that there's a better life for you out there somewhere. It's probably going to be doing something different than what you've done before. It's probably going to come from better, stricter standards for what you do. on a daily basis. Like the 10,000 steps and doing a daily live stream every day, that was not something I was doing 4 years ago. So, not even sure when I started doing the 10,000 steps every day. I don't know. Ferris, what's up? Good to see you. We're going to have a big party on Saturday for day 42, which will break my record of 41 days in a row of daily YouTube live streams. So don't miss that Saturday. That'll be fun. I've had a lot of job interviews recently, just no jobs working out. I feel pretty under the weather right now. Hence, we're doing this so early. I'm like, let's just get this done, then go back to bed or just clean things up and I don't know, just chill out. So yeah, it's gonna take time, and every day has opportunities for you to experience things you haven't experienced before, so you can choose to embrace and enjoy all the new blessings and miracles. And you don't have to do what your thoughts are telling you to do. You are not your thoughts. It's like really powerful when you can like instinctively and just over time put a lot of thoughts into your own brain. Like that's super powerful. But yeah, you're not your thoughts. Like I had the thought today, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just lay in bed and not do anything. But then after I wrote a few poems this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a quick live stream, get it done so we don't lose the streak. And so that's what we're doing. So, but yeah, it's just gonna happen one day at a time. The Wendy's interview was rough. The lady was really like a robot. She probably said like 20 words. I don't know. She really didn't say much. Like I'd ask her questions for her to say anything. She had very little social skills. And I say that nicely. It's just like, clearly this is not your wheelhouse. Clearly this is not what you're good at. So yeah, it was not good. I never heard back from them, obviously. She asked if I had done fast food, and technically I haven't. And she's like, yeah, we have to get it out really fast. And then she asked why I wanted to work at Wendy's, and I was like, well, it's kind of close and stuff. Sicko. But like, she said nothing. Like, she told me I didn't know her name. I know nothing about her. Absolutely nothing. So it's impossible to get any kind of like connection or feeling about it. And she was just, there's nothing there. Like, literally nothing there. There was no substance. It was robotic. Like, you said the stuff that you needed to say, but there's no feeling with it. It was just a waste of time. Complete waste of time. Yeah, I don't think it would have been a great environment for me to be in. Yeah, I mean, that's not how you start a friendship with anybody. I don't know. I mean, at least when I went to Chick-fil-A, they gave me like a lemonade and had a good chat. But with that, it's like, no, there's no hospitality whatsoever. Zero. Like, I never even got her name, right? Like, when I got there, I was like waiting around for like 5 minutes, and I went into the counter, and I don't know. Clearly she was doing it in the most like, I don't care about this way possible. And it really rubbed off on me. There was no like joy, zero joy. Like, oh, I love working at Wendy's or anything. It's just like, we need somebody to clean up stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And then it's like, okay, cool. I'll text you if we want you. And that's it. Nothing happened. Those dogs going crazy, dude. I don't know. I think a lot of it too is just you have to accept that in a healing journey you're going to be experiencing things you haven't experienced before. The only like if you want to stay stuck, you experience the same things over and over again. The only way you can heal is by having new experiences, putting yourself out there. I mean, I think of like moments putting myself way out there with at different places and sharing my poetry or whatever. Like those are very healing moments that if I hadn't done, I wouldn't have experienced that level of healing. It just wouldn't have happened because your mind and soul instinctively were like, oh yeah, you need to take this, you need to take advantage of this, and then to not do it is you're missing out. I wonder if they're even hiring. Yeah, I don't even know. Thanks for saying the beard looks good. I'm shaving it. I don't want it. For me, like, the beard coming in is just evidence that I have not shaved, which I tend to feel kind of unclean. Now, hence, if I'm letting it grow like a lot and it's on purpose, sure. But when it's like this, it's like, nah, dude. It just feels unprofessional. It feels not great. I don't know. I just need a job, obviously. But that's okay. Probably upload a bunch of shorts after this because I got to get my watch time up. And it's been a little bit since I made a long form video, but I don't know. I think I feel mentally a little bit better than yesterday. Yesterday was just rough. I think today my mental feels a little better, a little calmer, a little bit more like, yeah, just not in pain, like a headache. So that's good. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how your healing journey is going to go. It's like, okay, I feel great in this one area, but in this other thing, I don't feel super great. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I think we're gonna just shave it all off. But it just grows back so fast these days, and especially when they say like when you cut it, it grows back faster. It's like I don't want this to grow at all. If I could just have it like zero shaving, I would be okay with that. The only thing that shaving does is it forces me to spend some time with myself. But the last time I shaved, it took like 30 minutes. I was like, bro, I don't want to waste all this time. So I ended up like watching Pokemon, so I made it a little less of a waste. That's probably what I'll do this time. But yeah, no. I think the thing with the beard is it's the definition of like you're just letting it happen. And I don't want my life to just happen, and I don't want things to just happen. Like I want to like be a man of living by design, and at least right now this is not the design. This is everything else going wild without me, and I want to make sure that it does not grow anymore. But it's gonna keep growing because I'm gonna keep cutting it, so I don't know. A lot of it comes down to understanding that your life is worth living and that you need to do certain things to keep yourself going. And it's important to make time for those things, to be kind to yourself, and also accepting help from others. Because there's no way where I am right now I would have gotten here if it hadn't been for the help of other people. So, I mean, Ferris being here, you being here, other people being here, it's like that helps the live stream get out to more people. And even though we're still very small on the totem pole, we're still continuing to go for it. So tomorrow will be a better day than today, and today will be a better day than yesterday, and we're gonna just try to keep that going. But yeah, no, I want it to be by design. I want to, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like it. Like when it's like a lot longer, maybe when it was in the whole beard and I was like planning it out that way. I didn't necessarily, I don't know. Sometimes it looks better. I do think that like with the short hair and the beard, like that can look okay, but I just don't want it. I don't. So anyways, it's just gonna take time. If you're okay with it taking time, then you're gonna be okay. You're always so positive. You always stay so positive. That's your superpower. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, we just gotta keep going. I mean, I have a streak of 38 days doing this every day. So we gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it going. And I gotta get a streak with my writing and some other stuff going. But yeah. What's on the hat? Oh, it's Chow from like Sonic. Got the Dark Chow, the Hero Chow, and the Neutral Chow from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games as a kid. I got this hat as a gift from a friend to gift like my birthday last year, back in 2025. So yeah, it's cool. So yeah, I think it's just paying the price. Paying the price for your healing. Like accepting that Christ has already paid the price, but you need to be willing to pay the price yourself to try and fight for something better. And then you're gonna experience it because there's gonna be all kinds of experiences that happen to help you get there. But when you do your part, making time for the things that will help you get close to where you want to go, reaching out to those people you feel like would be good to reach out to, etc., you're going to heal, you're going to grow, you're going to change. It's going to be good. Your life on the other side of the healing is going to be so much better than anything you've experienced prior. That's so important to hit home. Like I've had so many moments in the last 2 years that were so much better than the previous 2 years before that. And it's just from continuing to learn, to grow, and say yes to new opportunities, and more or less just letting myself heal and change and grow. So following or breaking a promise to yourself or to another person, it is not the end of the road. It might be the end of that relationship, but it's not the end of the road. You can continue forward, change, build, and be better. Be better. So, like I said, today's gonna be better than yesterday. And today's gonna be better than yesterday. And tomorrow's gonna be better than today. So, keep the streak going, keep things going. My room still needs to be cleaned, still gotta get the bed set up. But just gonna chill out today. Give myself some grace. Let myself heal. All that stuff. And I can always go back and rewatch any of these old live streams. I know there's so many. There's so many at this point. So I can go back and rewatch any of them. That'd probably be helpful. There's some really good ones, like the ones that are like really high in the view count. There's a reason why they're high in the view count. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Nike. I'll see you on Saturday for sure. Probably give you a call before then. But yeah, that's it, folks. We went for a walk. Did the walk. What are we healing from? Broken heart, limited financial mindset. The broken heart's the main one. It's like the broken heart is not because you're bad, it's because you're mistreated. And then because you're mistreated, you let yourself mistreat yourself. I mean, we're all healing from something. You could have grief. I certainly have some grief. My grandma passing away, a lot of things. You can't let yourself live out of your memory, and you'll lose yourself pretty quickly, I feel like. But yeah, if I had to narrow it down to 3, maybe broken heart, just like terrible mindset when it comes to money, and yeah, just overall trauma I put on myself. I don't know. Because getting diagnosed at 20 with ADHD definitely answered some questions, but it also has been tough because I've been trying to figure that out for the last decade. And we're still figuring it out, like certain things that need a, I don't know. Sometimes I get something, and then because I'm in the flow of writing something, I miss out on something, or somebody wants to call me, and I feel bad for writing that whole time. So I feel bad about being myself, which is not good. I don't know. I've been brokenhearted by so many girls. Most I didn't ever go on a date with, but that's a whole other story. Uh, Girls can be flaky as heck. It's most like, I don't mean to say this like in any kind of hateful way, but most of the time, if you're not in a good place, like don't even try, because because the girl's probably a flaky flake anyway. That's just been my experience lately when I meet some girl. It's like I'm not in a great place mentally, certainly not financially. I don't have a job, don't really have any savings, etc. Um, I think girls can kind of sense that. They're like, you know what? You could be attracted to somebody or whatever when you first meet them, but and it's like that enduring after the fact for most girls. I'm not gonna speak for all girls, but for a lot of girls, they're just like, dude, there's so many better guys out there. So many guys in a much better mental state, financial state, look healthier, look younger, etc. It's just like if you're not in a good place with yourself, I really don't think you should waste your time. I've wasted so much time, like, you know, feeling in a better place. And then I try to like open up some girl I just met or, get a number or whatever. And then it leads to nothing. So, um, no, I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years, and it's not from lack of trying. At some point, you just have to give this up. You have to like let it go. Um, but that's tough. I think another part of it is like I'm aging, obviously. So like if you're aging, the only way I'm gonna get married is if I have some very good things in other parts of my don't have youth. I do have some youth left, but not. And you could argue that if you're yourself, you're in a class by yourself, blah 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 blah. And I think there's some truth to that, but a lot of girls, especially in this day and age, are looking for something better, and they're willing to drop you like in a second. And what they don't even have to tell you though either. It's just yeah. So there are a lot of good girls out there, just like there's a lot of good guys out there. But the truth is, we're all healing from stuff. To only give part is it's blasphemy. Give God our whole heart, so I think He'd want us to give our spouse is our whole heart too. So anyway, obviously I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm glad to be alive. So peace. Catch you later.